your
There we go. We are live, Mary. Welcome.
well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this little live stream here. We've got uh, the Queen of Doomcock's Wrenches, the Ginger Menace herself, Mary Ashmead, is joining us. So thanks for being here, Mary.
Of course, anytime. Canadian Spider-Man. I you know,
Yes.
I love just being a part of a team and just, helping people or whatever. I can do anything for anybody. I usually try, so, you know,
Well, I'm glad to
glad
have
to
you
be
here.
here.
And
Thank you.
yeah, no, this is I've got. I went to Ecuador backpacking a few years ago now, and I've got
Uh-huh.
some wonderful photos that I took there and a couple of videos just showing off the volcanoes there, the
Right.
Amazon River basin, and some of the local customs, and I was able to catch a parade, festival there. So I've
Oh,
got some photos of that.
nice.
And have
That's
you
very
been to
cool.
Ecuador yourself, Mary, or do
I
you know
have
much about
not.
Ecuador?
I haven't. And I don't know much about it. I learned a lot about it in my Spanish class in high school, but that's long gone. So I just
Hmm.
will admire what you're doing and make comments, and
All right,
that's
well,
totally
fantastic.
awesome.
Yeah, well, this is. Yeah, I think you can probably see that now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Great.
Cool.
This is one of the little towns in Ecuador that I first arrived in, and
Uh-huh.
I believe this is a little place called Baños, which means basically baños is hot water
But
baths or thermal baths, and this town is
yes.
in the volcanic region, and so there's a lot of
Yeah.
thermal baths and just natural hot springs, and so this
Right.
town has built up around it, and
Yeah. That's really cool.
yeah, and
I'm sure
here's
they oh, I was gonna say I'm sure they really are glad that they have that around them.
oh, it's natural
So
beauty. It's absolutely
you know what I
uh,
mean? Like natural. Yeah.
there's hello. Look, we've got some wonderful people in the chat here already. Lemon Pie is here. Hello, Lemon Pie. Susan Dolan, hello. Good to see you.
Hi Susan
And Mr.
Dolan, Lemon
MH,
Pie,
hello
Mr.
and welcome.
MH, yeah.
So this is a local looks like a game that they were playing, and I was quite happy to see this. There's a real sense of community here in Ecuador, and this town of
Oh, I
Banos
can imagine.
was pretty small, but I wasn't the only Westerner there. There was other backpackers there. It's popular, and just a beautiful
Right.
little town here. They've got some fantastic architecture and just some
Yeah. That's what I was
wonderful
gonna
towns.
say. I was noticing some of those buildings back there, and I was gonna say they probably have really great architecture there. And
They do.
just looking at this building right here, that to me is just amazing. It reminds me kind of like the UK, just all these buildings lined up like that. So,
And they do a lot of outdoor artwork on them, painting the sides of the buildings and that, and it's really
yeah,
gorgeous. And
yeah.
the food here was actually quite good too. I was quite impressed with the wonderful sweets.
Oh
I
man,
have a bit of a sweet tooth,
I do
so I was
too. I
pretty.
know. I know. I need to lay off. But like here, I have a son and a husband that eat whatever they want. So it's really hard for me to like be
Mhm.
have them making cake all the time and
Hey,
whatever.
hey,
But
It was
yeah,
so good, the food there. It really was.
the
But
food, yeah.
fortunately, there's like there's lots of activities in Ecuador. So I got
Uh-huh.
hiking up here, and this is typical of the countryside. It's really mountainous and volcanic,
That's
and so we
gorgeous.
got yeah. I went hiking in the mountains and on in the volcanoes there, and it's just all around
Yeah.
us. It's actually quite
Aren't they
gorgeous.
parts of the Andes?
The Andes is yeah, the Andes mountains are down there, absolutely. And so I
Yeah, that's
thought
what I
this was
thought.
I took a photo of this because I just thought it was funny. Like, not no guns and no roller skates. That was I don't know why they felt that necessary to put the
I
warning out
know,
there, but
right?
you
Roller
certainly don't want
skates
roller skates and
and no
guns. And
guns.
that's
Yeah,
how people get hurt, right? Roller skating with firearms.
that's right.
And there's lots of cool animals in Ecuador as well.
Oh, yeah. I would we used
Hello,
to
Mr.
scuba dive
Vancouver.
all the
Hello.
time. So like they have really good scuba diving in all those like South American countries
They
and
really
stuff.
absolutely. Yeah, and I'd like
Yeah.
to I'd like to do some more. I went snorkeling in some, and I'd love to go real
Yeah.
diving out. Mr. MH
Oh, it's
says they say Peru has the best food in South America. From what I've heard, in your opinion, in Central and South America, which nation has the best food? Ooh, you know what? I'd almost agree. I think Peru maybe does. Yeah,
yeah.
I'd have to say Peru.
We have a
The
lot of Peruvian food here, so yeah,
mhm.
I would
And
say
Ecuador had some wonderful food too. So here's a
I'm
street.
sure it did.
Here's a roadside. When you go into the mountains, the bus
Uh-huh.
stops every once in a while, and they pull
Right.
out to a little roadside cafe like this, where you can get a bit of food
Oh, that is so
and
cool.
some snacks. And it's very rural, as you can see.
Yeah,
But yeah, just little
absolutely.
shops, and it's
Oh,
just
that
a
is so
really
cool.
rural area, and not a lot of infrastructure there. Kind of a poor area, but beautiful,
Yeah,
absolutely gorgeous.
so
Ecuador's
gorgeous. I
beautiful.
know. Yeah,
And
and they have part
not
of the
sure why the tree.
rainforest as well, huh?
They do the Amazon rainforest. I've got some photos there
Mm-hmm.
of coming up of the Amazon rainforest. Now, the ceviche in Peru is delicious. You can also find ceviche
Oh,
in Ecuador too, and just
yeah.
the seafood was really quite good. And
I
again,
love
just
food.
really, they're developing. It's a developing nation. They're trying to build up some infrastructure there.
Uh-huh.
It is just gorgeous scenery though, and they're not a first world nation, but they're coming along. You know, they really are trying.
Yes.
And here's
They're
just some photos
trying.
of
I can tell. Yeah.
the
They're
countryside
trying
there.
to put things up and I can tell they're building and it's
Yeah,
really great.
yeah. And again, this is just a community market that we stumbled upon. It's just out in the
Oh,
mountains and the countryside, and just a
yeah.
community market is right there, and lots of. This is up in the northern part of Ecuador, and it's in the cloud forests they call it, and
Oh, yeah.
just
I've
yeah,
heard
a
of
little
that.
town called Mindo is up there, and just
Uh-huh.
gorgeous. And street food. I love street food,
Oh,
Mary.
street food is the best.
You know,
Oh my
eating the
gosh.
lots of nighttime markets, and people just they don't stay in their homes. I think in Ecuador at night they just go out, and it's so cheap to eat out there.
Yeah.
You might as well eat out as
Eating at
opposed to
home
cooking.
or buying groceries. Yeah.
And we are in the mountains, and so this is the biggest mountain in all of Ecuador, and it's called Chimborazo, and it's a
Chimborazo.
volcano. It's not
Uh-huh.
really active, but
Active, right.
you can go on an excursion and go mountain biking down the mountain.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and it is a real like that is a full on mountain. There's no question there. That is just
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
massive.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh
I
yeah,
look
the
out
cakes
at
were
my door
delicious.
every day. Yeah.
No, the Andes are massive, absolutely massive, and we got a chance to
Yeah.
go up. And there are, believe it or not, there are some flowers growing up that high. They were actually quite
Yeah.
pretty, as you can see.
Yeah. Absolutely.
and so there's a little hut that you can gather at. They take you up to the hut, and you get warm, and then
Uh-huh.
you start out on mountain bikes, and you
Oh,
mountain
very
bike all the way
nice.
down, back down into the village. Yeah,
Oh,
and you know
that's
what?
so cool.
You don't have to be an expert mountain biker. There was some beginners on that you go really slow,
Yeah,
but it's a really excellent way. Just you're mountain biking down a volcano.
I
It's pretty awesome.
know. It's pretty great,
You
isn't
know,
it?
and it's like you're up there.
Yeah.
I want to say 5,000 meters, so uh,
Yeah. They're
it's high
really
up
high
there.
up there.
No, this
And
is high
people
high
with
altitude here.
problems, they have them to those coca leaves. If they're
That's
having
right,
problem
for altitude
with,
sickness. Yeah, the cocoa
yes,
leaf.
for altitude sickness. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
just
um
chew on those
I
and
watch yeah, I watch a lot of nature shows, so I'm like, I know things about, certain places, but only like a few things, you know what I mean? So,
it was unbelievable. I'd never really known much about Ecuador before going there, so this was fantastic. And
yeah.
this is again Chimborazo, so it's the biggest mountain in all
Oh
of
man,
Ecuador. Great to see you, Rod. Hello, hail to you, buddy.
beautiful. Hi, Rod.
And mountain biking down it was fun. Like I said, it wasn't that technical. It wasn't that difficult. There's some beginners on here. Like we only had front suspension. We didn't have the rear
Yeah,
suspension, and it was
right.
just
Which would probably
absolutely
tip you
gorgeous.
over forward.
Yeah, too heavy. Yeah. So no, this was
Yeah.
fantastic. And we got to see some of the local wildlife there, the llamas right
Yep.
there, which was
Yep.
fun. And
They
just
have
being
a
in the
lot of
countryside.
llamas and alpacas there too.
hmm And it was
So,
nice to get out of the cities. The cities are noisy and crowded. And
hmm
here you're out in the mountains, It's just absolutely
that's why
gorgeous.
I really like where I live, because we have so many things to do here that are outdoors
hmm
and 5 national parks. So there's a ton
Quite
of
right.
outdoor things to do. You might as well just go out and do it. That hut looks like
Uh,
a sheep
I
hut.
think I know this is like a little hut that they built. It's built right into the side of the earth there, and I
Yep,
imagine it stays about the same temperature all year round. Not too hot, not too cold.
pretty.
It's excellent.
Yep, that's the reason why they
So
put the grass over the top
yeah,
and
it's like
build
a
it
wine
into the
cellar
side.
almost.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly
and build
right.
it into the side
Rear suspension
because,
totally robs your energy. It goes into the
yeah, it
spring.
does. Yep.
Canadian Spider-Man. Venezuela has the largest oil reserves in the world, and it's so damn tragic for the nation and the people. The corruption has destroyed the nation's potential for a better life. Absolutely. I went to Caracas once a long time ago, and Venezuela has beautiful natural terrain like this,
Yeah,
similar, and it's so bad that they can't get their shit together and make the best use of it. But here you go
yeah,
again. I mean, this is real. This is the real deal. Andes Mountains, one of the most
yep.
serious mountain chains in the world, and
That
that that's a serious mountain.
that is crazy. That is
It really
nuts.
was amazing, and I
It
thought
probably,
Ecuador, because it's near
uh-huh.
the equator, Mary. I didn't take many clothes to Ecuador because we were going there, my girlfriend and I at the time, over the
Yeah,
winter just to escape Canada's cold. And I thought, we're going to Ecuador. It's going to be
right.
warm as hell. And then we get
Yeah.
up here and like, does that look warm to you? No.
No, not at all.
We didn't take into account the elevation. I mean, you're up at elevation here, and it was
I
cold.
know.
And I didn't
I
expect it.
know.
Ecuador is cold. Who the hell expected that? I didn't.
Who expected that? I know. I really do love that sheep hut, though.
Yeah.
They are built into the
hmm
mountain to make sheep
Yep.
so they can be warm in the winter and cool in the summertime. And
Exactly.
so that's why they put the grass over the top of it. Yeah.
hmm
So
And that's how they had when they didn't have building materials in the middle of Canada. That's how they built huts here too. Yeah,
yeah,
Mr. MH says Rod Thunderheart. Venezuela, however, they have a high selenium content in their oil.
selenium.
That's true. Canadian oil is cleaner. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
However,
Selenium's
yeah.
actually good for your muscles and your
Ooh,
um because selenium it's found
oh
in
yeah.
the earth. It's found in the earth, and that's what animals, if they have like poor selenium in their dirt or eating the grasses or whatever, the vets have to give them a selenium shot.
Oh
So
damn! I did not know that. This,
I
yeah,
know,
this.
yeah,
It was good to see the animals up here too, and you can see the cows right above your picture, Mary. There are a couple of black cows
yeah,
that are really
I
tiny,
can,
so it
yeah,
gives you an idea of just how small we are compared to
I know.
the Andes Mountains there.
And these mountains, I know. I feel that way often
Wow.
just looking out the window. But I live at like probably 4,500 feet above sea level.
Oh,
Um, and then
not
when you
bad.
go up in the mountain, the highest mountain, it's called Mount Olympus, but nobody ever goes up there. Um, a few of our mountains, though, are like when I go to Snowbird, which is a ski resort. Their mountain is probably I don't know 14,000 feet above sea level. It's
Oh, wow.
freaking cold up there.
Yep.
It is
That's
cold.
yes. I mean, you see all these sheep here, they're all wearing their winter coats because it was
Yeah,
chilly up there. But I just thought it was real beautiful being out after being in the big city of
yeah.
Quito and Guayaquil. We came to the countryside here, and it's just gorgeous here. It
It
was
is
really
so
nice being out
beautiful.
being out amongst
Yeah.
in these mountains here. I mean, you've got this in it sort of looks like this in Canada,
Oh
but it's
wow.
a different atmosphere. It's just amazing.
It's
Yeah.
just like rolling hills and then this big
Mhm.
huge mountain and the wow, it's just so cool.
And
Oh my
home cooked
gosh.
meals. There's some chicken and some, of course, the vegetables, and I believe
Uh-huh.
that is potatoes in there. Just really home cooked, good food, home cooked food.
Oh, good mood. Yeah, good
Uh,
food for sure.
and oh yeah, here you go again. Here's a typical avocado salad there with some egg. I think that was breakfast one morning. So it's
Yep.
the
Oh
food
wow.
isn't all weird. It was just really quite nice. It's
Yeah.
simple and home cooked right in front of you. Oh, and here's the
Yeah.
sweets, Mary. These are my favorite parts. This is the
Oh, I
candy.
love sweets. Yeah.
Yeah, just
The
pure.
candy.
The dark purple ones right above your icon and my icon. I believe that was like a rich paste. It's a chocolate color, but it's not chocolate. It's more like a red bean
Uh-huh.
type paste and
Oh
sweet.
yeah.
Yep. And then the other the colorful ones were they were like a softer dough, but pure sugar. Like basically like do you know
Oh
that
man.
the
Like
icing
a
that you can
sugar
model?
cookie. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
no, more like an icing almost. Yeah. And
Oh
just
okay.
and then the ones in the back, the whiter ones, they were like a really sweet almond candy there. And if you see
Mm-hmm.
down on the right hand side, those are wrapped in what I believe were banana leaves, and it was just a sweet rice and raisin mixture,
Wow.
uh,
That
but
is
wrapped
very
up in
cool.
banana leaves for transport, so you could take them on the bus or
Oh
wherever you
my
needed to go with
gosh.
them.
Yeah, that
uh,
kind of
Susan
reminds
Epstein,
me of
hello.
rice pudding.
Kind of like that, yeah. Mr. MH, would you mind reading? Did you or if your voice isn't good, I can read them all, Mary. That's quite all right.
Okay,
Uh, Canadian Spider-Man, you'd absolutely
I can
love
read them.
Lebanon. You can be skiing or hiking in the mountains in Lebanon and also swimming in the beach the same day. It's an incredibly beautiful nation. I would like to go
Wow.
once it settles down a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause I did recently look up on the map where Lebanon is. So it's sort of beside Israel and Iraq and Iran in that area. But I would love to go,
Yeah.
and I do like Lebanese food. Here we go. How's that for barbecue?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was
That's
so
great.
good. It was so good.
Oh, I
It's
love
definitely
that.
meat intensive. It's definitely Yeah, there's lots of vegetables, but definitely lots of meat too.
Yeah.
Rod on your heart says, that's where rig pigs have got it wrong. That is why Trudeau brings in Arab oil, despite the distance actually cheaper than our oil. Sorry, but capitalism. Not that I'm defending that idiot. No, absolutely not. And
Yeah.
it all depends on the price. It has to. Yeah, I think it's a certain price it has to be in order to make it worthwhile. Absolutely right. But you
Yeah.
know what? I have faith in our technology. Humans have been amazing at adapting, and I have complete faith in our ability to over engineer stuff, fuck it up,
Yeah.
and then fix it and make it right.
Right.
We'll fuck it up first, but we will eventually make it right.
I know
Oh,
my little Stephen Hawking thing was off topic earlier, but um I thought I had heard them talking about AI earlier, and so that's why I you know like said that he thought it was a bad thing that I don't know, but I don't know what to think. I think it's really cool, actually. I don't know.
yeah, as long as we don't go too far too fast. I think that's
Yeah,
the,
I think you're right.
the big lesson there. But yeah,
That
so
is really
this
cool.
this is a festival. It's called the Mama Negra Festival. And I
Uh-huh.
didn't know it was happening. I didn't plan on it. I just was there at the right time, and it takes place at least once a year. I think twice a year in a place called Latacunga in Cotopaxi.
Oh, wow.
Right in the mountainous region, and it's basically um, uh, to celebrate. I guess this famous person, Mama Negra, she
Uh-huh.
stopped she stopped a volcano from erupting in like the 1700s, the
Oh,
Cotopaxi volcano.
wow.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. It's it's just a fantastic parade where it's a bunch of people dressed up in costumes, and this Mama Negra she's like the Santa Claus of the parade, and she's the
Oh,
star.
that's cool.
And she has a
Oh,
little puppet on her
wonderful.
hand. She's got a little
Yeah.
puppet on her hand that is, I think, her. And she's got
Yeah.
children. That horse that she's sitting on has saddlebags, and there's two little kids in the saddlebags throwing out candy.
Oh my gosh. That is
Yeah,
so funny.
and again with
Oh,
these guys carry around giant crosses with pigs on the crosses, as you can see, a roast pig and bottles
yep.
of liquor and alcohol strapped to the pig, and they parade around town, and the little kids are dressed up in costume too. And if you can see, he's got a
Uh-huh.
little backpack with a little
Yeah.
chicken. He's got a chicken strapped to his back
Oh.
and bottles of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they do this, but this guy here is wearing a giant pig strapped to a cross and bottles like the 5 or 6 bottles of liquor. And they
Oh,
monks
wow.
they walk through the mountain streets of this town, and they hand out
Uh-huh.
liquor to all the adult bystanders,
Sure.
and there's music
Yeah.
and dancing, and every once in a while they're so heavy they have to, like, there's a guy that carries a table and sticks the table down for the guy to rest the pig up. But there's like 5 or 6 of these guys walking around, and there's dancing. I'm not sure why he doesn't have a shoe on, but there's lots of colorful costumes. It's fantastic.
That
Fantastic.
is so cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, Mr.
What a
MH. Yeah,
great
it's amazing.
parade.
There's a lot. The churches, Mr. MH, in Ecuador are fantastic. They're really elaborate. There's churches everywhere. And there's lots of religious symbols. I saw black Jesus, I saw white Jesus, lots of religious symbolism, and the churches are very elaborate.
Yeah.
Some of the most prominent buildings in the little villages are the churches and the center of activity, really.
Yeah.
And I do have somewhere here. Yeah, see, those are little kids in the saddlebags, and it was
Oh,
raining, and
that
it's
is so cute.
yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, this guy has like pigs and chickens strapped to their backs and lots of alcohol and cigarettes right in the middle there. I think you can see a white and red package
Yeah.
of cigarettes, and they're like offerings to Mama Negra who stopped
Oh,
the Cotopaxi volcano.
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna ask you what they were for, if they were for her or if he was
offerings,
just carrying them
and then
around. Yeah,
a giant feast. Yeah, no, they eat the pigs and chickens after the parade here,
that's
and it's
great.
just a giant
Yeah,
celebration. Yeah, it's fantastic,
I have
fabulous
no
costumes,
problem.
lots
Yeah.
of great music. No, Rod, I did go to Peru right after. I did indeed go to Peru. I went to Ecuador and then flew to the Galapagos Islands, which is part of Ecuador, and then I did go to
Hmm.
Peru after this, and I like them both. They both have wonderful, and these were
Yeah.
fantastic bird costumes. You know,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I thought they were kind of weird. Hey,
Yeah. Oh wow. Yep. It's probably indigenous birds that are trying to copy or something.
just
Who
fantastic. And
knows?
yeah, again, another pig. Lots of roast meat and liquor being thrown around. It
Yep.
was just and music, fantastic music. And there you go again. See the guy
Oh, that's awesome.
carrying the pig on his back and the fruits and the liquor and the cigarettes, and then the
Yeah.
guy behind him carrying the table in case he needs a rest.
Yeah.
and and there's the Ecuador, I believe that's the Ecuador flag hanging off of it. And there's
Yep.
again barbecue, just absolute
Oh, outdoor.
fantastic
Oh,
barbecue.
yeah. Yep. I love those little side places you can eat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just I'm sure none of
Those.
it was super healthy, but it was cooked right in front of you.
Yeah.
And a lot and the
I,
Coca-Cola, you see the tub of Coca-Cola, the people in
I know.
Ecuador love Coca-Cola, and in Central America
They
as
love it.
well. Just love
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. There's a typical store that you can just go and buy. There's no Walmart that I saw, but you can go there and buy your stuff.
Yep.
And again, just a giant celebration. And I do have if I can pull it up here, there is a short video here.
It, it
And
reminds
just the
me kind
kids.
of this parade that we went to in Nassau, Bahamas. They do like this parade like every, I don't know, so often, but they get all dressed up in all these really bright colors and play music, and there's,
Oh,
you
it's a
know,
fantastic celebration.
yeah, yeah, I love it there. We went down to go scuba diving, so
No, gorgeous.
I know why
No,
I
I don't
really
think
want.
so, Rod. I don't think I don't recognize that name. I went a lot of places, but I don't recognize that name. It looks like they just walked off the set of classic Doctor Who. No kidding. It's just the culture, the music,
I
and the
know,
costumes, and everything is just fantastic.
just
And I would have
so
liked to have gone
beautiful.
diving off of Galapagos. I went snorkeling, but diving is the next step. But it was
Yeah,
kind of cold. I'm a bit of
I
a
would
wussy.
die.
And see, this little kid has a foam pig
Yeah,
strapped to his back. You know, he's learning to do it like the big kids are.
yep,
You know, he's got a foam little
like
pig
the
strapped
big,
to his back.
yep, like the big boys. Yep.
Like the big boys, there's his dad is beside him there with the alcohol and the cigarettes and the pig, and he's got the foam pig beside him. Yeah, that
Yep,
looks heavy.
that
That's a
looks
heavy pig.
heavy. Look at that
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah. The pig and the chickens and the
Yep,
Ecuador flags and the bottles of alcohol and the fruit and the peppers, and yeah, it's just amazing.
that is
Absolutely
so
amazing.
cool.
And this guy seemed to have an important role too. He was like the star of the show for the little kids.
Right.
I thought he was pretty awesome. He was a pretty cool kid. I like this guy.
That's that's cool. If little
Okay,
kids can
Rod.
get like very,
Nope,
get
I don't
something
think
out
they
of
did, Rod.
this.
Oh yeah, no, he was having a blast. He was the star of the
Yeah,
show. And we had some
that's
awesome
very cool.
dancing again, dancing and
Dancers,
music.
yep. Very, very cool. That is just amazing. Oh,
And
what are
these
these
guys,
people?
they would go up and they would surround someone on the someone out of the crowd, and it doesn't look like they had
Uh-huh.
pre-planned it. And they would do some sort of religious cleansing ceremony. They would surround the person and wave their arms and do a chant and then give them some alcohol. And it apparently was a purification ritual. And they would just grab people off the
Oh,
street
okay.
and do it. It wasn't intimidating or anything. It was quite. I think they were
Yeah.
quite happy to be chosen. And again,
Yeah,
just lots of
absolutely.
color. And there's apparently doing blackface there. Trudeau would fit right in. There's lots of blackface here, and the people seem to be enjoying it. So I think
Yeah.
our prime minister would have a great time at this Mama Negra festival in Ecuador. And yeah, look at this guy's not very big, and the pig on his back that looks like he's carrying 500 pounds, and then the guy behind him with a table on his shoulder just in case he needs a break. It's just unbelievable.
That's
Right through the
way
smoke.
cool.
And then there was
Oh, check that out.
I know, then there was fireworks. So
I was
let's
gonna
see
say,
if
is
I
that fireworks or the did
it
somebody
is.
start something on accident? Oh, very cool. I've never seen anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right in amongst the crowd. There you go. I know people were getting hit with
It's
sparks.
not a fire hazard or anything. Oh,
And is the music coming through for
that's
you or
way
no?
cool. It's not, but that's
No,
okay.
no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't allow me to do it. That's all right.
Yeah,
That's okay. Oh,
I
so
can
this,
understand that. Yeah.
yeah, that's another
Oh,
meal that we
wow.
had there, and just real wholesome food, homemade soups, usually chicken,
Look at
homemade
those
breads.
soups. I know.
Oh, it was so good,
Yeah.
so good. And here I had a coconut
Oh my goodness.
wrapped in plastic, of course.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I was enjoying the coconut there and desserts. I don't know if you can see the
Coconut.
cheesecake in front of me, but the cheesecake was pretty
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
That was awesome. But yeah,
That's so cool.
this festival back here, I'll play it one more time if I can get it to work. And just right through the
Wow.
crowds, like all like homemade fireworks, homemade explosions.
Yeah. Just reminds me of the sparklers, but on a massive scale. You know?
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I thought I had a video here of them playing and doing the music,
So cute. Oh my gosh.
but maybe I didn't have that.
I just love all the colors. Everybody's wearing bright colors, and
It was gorgeous here. It
I like
really
that.
was. Yeah, fantastic festival. All right, let's go back to where we were. Yeah, I did have another video. I'll find it in
That's
there.
so cool. Love it.
But yeah, just beautiful and full of energy, full of life. These people really know how to enjoy life and celebrate. Oh, here you go.
Right. I can.
There we go.
Yeah. There
That's
you go.
there's some delicious rum. Alcohol was cheaper there than water, so I
Oh, I
treat myself
bet.
to that. And lots of rum in Central America and South America.
Yeah.
And okay, here
I
you
can
go, a fried
imagine.
banana. This your breakfast. So you've got some chicken in there,
Oh,
and then you've got
yeah.
some eggs and potatoes, and there's your fried banana right there. So nothing scary,
Yep.
nothing weird. And it was fresh. It was delicious. There you go.
Do they
Fried
call them
banana
plant?
and shrimp. There's your lunch. Sliced
Yeah.
fried plantain, I guess it is. Fried
Yeah,
plantain.
I was gonna say, don't they call them plantains?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it is
Yeah.
plantain. You're right. And then the shrimp.
Yeah.
Lots of shrimp.
Yeah. I
So
love shrimp. Yeah, I like seafood a lot.
yeah, Mr.
Seafood
MH's talk
lover
about
here.
sugary drinks. They are so popular in that part of the world. That is true. And in Mexico, for example, there's a health crisis where diabetes has become more common than ever before. Yes, which is partly
Oh
attributed to the
wow.
popularity of sugary drinks. In my own experience, Mr. MH, I can say that is exactly what I observed traveling through Mexico, Central America, and South America. They drink
Yeah.
pop, sugary sodas, and on a regular basis, and that is no doubt. I saw the correlation, so I think you're exactly right. And there, how's
Yeah.
that? There we go. There, this was what is
Oh
this?
wow.
This was, I believe, goat stew with some
I
avocado there.
love goat.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, I'm glad you
I
liked it,
like,
Mr. MH. Mr. MH.
I like goat and I like lamb as well.
Ah, right. Right. Not rum and coke
Yep.
because there is no Coca-Cola in Cuba. Probably smart of him to do that, road. Fruit cola
Yep.
is tastier than Coke. Yeah, probably made with real sugar cane. I noticed the difference in Central America that the the everything has sugar cane in it as opposed to corn syrup. So I guess
Right.
that's
Right. It's
Sledgehammer
probably one
Fireworks
of their.
Festivals. I did the Hammer Festival over in Portugal, Rod Thunderheart. I did see the St. John Baptiste Hammer Festival, Fireworks Festival in Portugal. And I've got videos on my channel of it, actually. Hello,
Wow.
Snortopupus. Good to see you, buddy. We're just
Nice
looking at
snow to
some
poop is.
delicious, delicious Ecuadorian food. And here we go. Here's another soup. They were really big on the soups.
Yeah.
Again, with
They like to
avocados
put avocado. Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful little city here, and that is, I want to say that is
That is
uh,
pretty.
Guayaquil. It's a town uh, in the south. It's the largest city in Ecuador, and it's uh, Guayaquil or Guayaquil. My
Yeah.
pronunciation is terrible, but it starts with a G. And up on the hillside, all the houses were painted really bright, and it was just gorgeous.
Yeah. I
And here
noticed
we go.
that. I was like, wow. I was wondering about what was in the very background of that picture previously. Like it looked
Oh,
like there was a statue in the back.
that it's
You
a yeah.
see?
There's a church up there, a San Francisco
Oh,
monastery,
okay.
and there's a tower that's part of it up there. Yeah, great
Okay.
views up there.
Okay. Very
Gorgeous
cool.
views. And this is a local restaurant, and a specialty of Ecuador is roast guinea pig. The
I've
traditional
heard that they love
yeah
guinea pig. Yep.
the traditional peoples didn't have a lot of land for cows and so forth, and so they raised guinea pig as
Right.
a source of protein. And so I tried
Uh-huh.
guinea pig. It was like rabbit. It was okay. You
Yeah.
know, it was all right.
Yeah. That's what I've heard, that it's okay. Like, people
Yeah.
don't really have a problem eating it, and you know,
No, it's a
so
traditional food, and no,
yeah.
it was awesome. Oh yeah, Snorty, this was good. All right, and so yeah, I did try guinea pig, and it wasn't too bad. It's called K there, I think, or koi. Uh,
Yeah.
Cuy is how they spell it, and it's pronounced koi or K.
DUI koi, yeah, or something
And
like
there's
that,
the
yeah.
this is not guinea pig, that is chicken. And again with the soups, the warm, hearty soups in Ecuador. It's absolutely gorgeous
Yeah.
there. The chicken was tasty. Okay, so then this is the Amazon River, and I took a little trip to a nature lodge in the middle of the Amazon River, and it was fascinating. 2 hours upstream, out in the middle of nowhere, and that was forest jungle houses built with local materials. And
Wow.
this is our guide. There was about 7 of us, just backpackers that randomly went to the lodge, and this is a local
Mhm.
indigenous person, and he was showing us all around the area. And these are the huts that we stayed in.
Oh my goodness.
They had
Those are
fans and bug
gorgeous.
screens. It had proper toilets. It had a food that was in the mess hall that was served fresh every day. It was a real. It
Yeah.
wasn't. We were in the middle of the jungle, but it wasn't like real. It wasn't. It was rustic, but it wasn't. It was still nice. It was convenient. It was. It
Yeah.
was. It was
Right.
pleasant enough that it wasn't like a military barracks. And let's see if I can get
Yeah.
this to play. Do you know anything about an animal called a tapir? Tapir.
The tapir, yes.
I believe
Yep,
that is
I
what
know
this
about the
is, let's see if I can get that to play.
Yep. Excuse me.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is a piranha. Our guide. Let's
Ooh.
get back there. Our guide caught a piranha. So we went for a cruise along the river and we saw that guy, which was amazing. And then
That is so cool.
and then
Is
we
that the tapir?
yes. Yeah, I'll play that one
Okay.
more time if I can. It's rare to see them. It's a rare sighting.
Yeah.
And he's got a trunk on the front of his nose, like a little small
Yes.
elephant trunk. And they are a
Yes.
marine animal.
They're herbivores, though. Did you know that?
I did
They
not
only
know
eat. Yeah, they don't eat meat. They only eat the grasses and
that. Yeah. Well,
and
good. I
whatever
didn't feel
they
in
can
danger.
find. Yeah.
And then there was the piranha,
Yeah.
and I did not catch this piranha. This was the guide who let
Oh
me
my
hold up the piranha for a
gosh.
photo. But yeah, I was too slow. I was basically feeding the piranhas because they bite so fast, the bait is
They
gone off
do.
the hook. And I was trying
Yeah.
my damnedest. And it's almost like you need, like, even my Spidey senses wasn't enough. I could not catch the damn piranhas, but the guy did. And so I
Yeah.
fed them, and he caught one
Because
for
they
us.
all just eat it. They all just like come and attack
Yeah.
it all.
So the accommodation out in the middle of the Amazon was pretty nice. It was pretty comfy. I mean, you have the bug netting
Yes.
inside. You've got screens everywhere. You've got hammocks to relax on.
Yeah.
It was about 30 degrees, 28 Celsius, which is less than 100, I think 90 Fahrenheit. So it wasn't unbearable. There's fans everywhere. I don't know if you can see, but can you see all the little turtles?
Yes, I certainly can.
There's all kinds of
They're
little
so
turtles there
cute.
on the rocks. Yeah. Oh, there's more there. There's
Yep,
about
I
a
see them
dozen
all.
turtles. So there
Yep.
was life everywhere
Oh,
in the
these little
Amazon.
turtles.
And we
Oh,
did
I
go
know
swimming.
that.
We did go swimming in
Uh-huh.
the Amazon with the piranhas, and they never bothered me. I never got bit. Um,
So
I don't know what
good.
to say. Yeah, it was
Yes. I'm
interesting.
glad
Yeah,
you didn't
here's
get
some.
sick
Yeah,
from the
nope,
water.
nope,
Even
not at
just
all.
being in it sometimes. Yeah.
There's a local kids with a mango tree. I think that is behind them.
Wow.
And here's me in the jungle with a giant plantain or banana tree. I didn't know they could grow
Yep.
this big, but if you can, I'm
They're
in green
here.
here,
Yeah.
and it's like 5 times bigger than me. So that
Oh,
just amazing.
I bet it
And there
was
we go.
extremely humid.
That's me right in the middle. We did go swimming in the Amazon, and there were some pink dolphins
Oh.
that I didn't get photos of. They wouldn't get close
Oh.
enough to us, but we did go swimming, and they were a ways from us. But it was amazing.
They are so cool. Those are really neat animals.
They really are. Yeah. So swimming in the Amazon was a treat, and it wasn't cold. I was a little nervous about the things in the water, but I thought, well, I'll just stay in the middle and have the other guys on the outside of me. I'll be fine. And in the jungle, what's
Yeah.
a jungle without a lookout? So we
Right?
climbed this, and we got to look out. This is all handmade out of
Oh,
natural
I
materials,
know.
and
Yep.
this is a
They
local
build
tribe.
those.
And
Yep.
here's the view from up top. This is looking down onto the jungle,
Yep.
and it was just absolutely gorgeous.
I know. I noticed that they, like I've seen, nature shows where they do that, building up those, things so they can either like stay up off of the ground because it's
Mm-hmm.
the Amazon
Yeah,
rainforest,
snakes,
and yeah,
scorpions, yeah, you name
yeah,
it.
yep,
And here, yeah, so that's the jungle canopy from the lookout tower there. That was gorgeous. And
very
then
cool.
we helped this local tribes lady. She was gonna make us something, so we dug up this root, and this is a tuber, and
Oh,
I want to say it's manioc. It might be manioc,
okay.
Manioc.
Here, I'll look at
I
that. Okay.
and I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it was. And we dug it up, and they're tubers like
Uh-huh.
potatoes that they grow out of this tree. and she took us to her little kitchen, and she's making a fire there. And there she is. There she's cleaning out the tubers, clean just like sweet potatoes, really.
Yeah.
And Rod says, "Have you ever watched the Canadian travel show Don't Drive Here?" I have not seen that, but it sounds interesting, Rod. I probably have some places to add to the list. Would love to visit the cigar factories in Cuba. Yes, absolutely. And it really is. Agreed, Rod.
Yeah.
I've got photos from Cuba. I could do a show from Cuba. Absolutely. Guinea pig, when roasted, gets nice and crispy. It was much like rabbit. Lots of bones, though. So it's a lot of work.
I'd love to see Cuba.
Yeah, smoking cigars is different than smoking cigarettes, Rod. It's a treat every once in a while. So yeah, here we go. And there, so yeah, here's the guide showing us the tuber that we dug out of the ground. Yeah, there she is processed, and you can see she skinned them all. They're the white things in the tray there at the bottom of the bottom of the screen, and she's peeling them all for us. And then this woven sleeve, she cuts them up, and she puts the cut up tuber, a potato-like thing, in this sleeve, because the juice in it is not good for human digestion. So they got to squeeze all the juice out of it. So as you can, she puts it in here. She puts it in this woven sleeve. I've seen that
before. Yeah,
that's the material that she's putting in there.
I think they kind of use it as flour, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. And she just cooks it up there, and she puts it in this tube and squeezes out and then here we are eating it, and it was fantastic. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. And we had some fish, some local fish. It was a white fish.
Oh my gosh.
It was delicious. And
that good.
I thought pineapples, I thought they grew from a tree. They do not.
So did I.
That's a friggin' pine. No, that's how they grow. I did not know that.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
I know.
I had no idea. Just because it has all the stuff on top, the leaves and stuff on top, I thought it was from a tree. So
yeah, exactly.
I had no idea.
No, I thought it was funny as heck. So I had no idea that the pineapples grew on the ground like that. It was amazing.
That's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, who knew?
I learn something new every day.
So, now what else do I want to get here? I think, let me see if I can do this. Present, and I've got here we go. All right.
Oh, very cool.
Now let's see if I can do this properly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Let me just do this as well.
That looks so much fun.
Now I'll have to figure out how to get the volume in that, but I do have that video on my channel with the full volume and everything as well. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, that was kind of good. I thought maybe we could see that and see what the parade looks like. But, here we go. And that's just typical countryside, staying out with that village. Just gorgeous countryside. You're way out in the middle of the Amazon rainforest.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It has its own, biodiverse. It's its own thing. And what's cool about the Amazon forest is it gets all of its nutrients from the desert, I believe, in I was trying to think if it was India or something like that. Anyways, it blows across to the rainforest and drops all that dirt, which
Ah,
actually
right. The
helps.
soil, and it helps fertilize it.
Yes,
Yes, I have
it
heard that.
helps
Absolutely.
fertilize it. Yeah, yep.
And
And they said,
Susan, oh, go ahead.
oh, they said that it just is its own thing, and it really doesn't contribute a whole lot to like you know helping with like oxygen and regeneration of
Okay.
oxygen and whatever, but it's kind of like it has its own like bio biosphere. So anyways,
Kind of like
I
its
didn't
own
know if
little
you knew that.
ecosystem. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I didn't.
yep, it's a own little ecosystem altogether. Yep.
Uh, Cuban cigars are still illegal in the States. Even as a Canadian, I can't bring them through the States. So I
Uh-huh.
had my girlfriend at the time hide them in her tampon box because they were about the right size and consistency. I don't know, they're
Yes,
similar. They look.
American government. Oh, sorry.
Uh,
I'll
Andrew
read some
Young
of them.
hosted that travel show in 2014. He went to Peru and Ecuador. Yes, that those were amazing places to go. Highly recommend it. And I do like
Yeah.
Youngblood or Young Husband. Sorry, Young Husband. Yep, I'm familiar with that guy. He's a good. I think he's a Canadian host actually. So this
Oh,
fella,
cool. Yeah. Uh-huh.
this was our guide at Nathan's Jungle Lodge in Ecuador, right on the Amazon, and he was showing us how to use the machete and cut various things, and he was
Very
scraping
cool.
some of the traditional medicinal plants and showing us how to use some of those.
Right.
That is an orange. They had a
That
spiral
is
machine that
very
you put the
cool.
orange in, and yeah, they just cut it like that for you, and you just
Wow.
eat it like that, I guess. And
Wow.
here we are. We did go out fishing for piranha late in the evening, and I didn't catch
I
anything.
like I like fishing. Fishing's fun.
Yeah, tapir. Yes, it is a snooty thing indeed. And
Yep.
yeah, it was
Got
just
that
really
long
nice being there.
nose.
Okay, so yeah, he was scraping out some of it's like a peppermint plant, and he scraped it out, and he put all the
Uh-huh.
scrapings on this leaf, and then he squeezed the juice into my nostril. And I tell
Oh
you
my
what,
gosh.
it it was like ginger. It was like putting ginger up your nose. It made your eyes water.
Oh
It was a
my
decongestant.
gosh.
It was a decongestant,
Yeah.
and it worked. So again, yeah,
It could.
massive plantain and banana trees, just gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely. What I think is cool about these people are they're still down to their roots and they know how to use these plants for different
Hmm.
things, you know?
Yep,
And they still have all the knowledge to use plants for,
it is unbelievable.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's amazing.
and this is a BAXI, the Baxi plant. I wanna call it a Baxi, a Bixa. Sorry, BIXA. I got the letters backwards. B
BIXA. Okay.
BIXA, Bixa, the Bixa Orena, and it's edible. They use the colors in some of their sauces, and some of the Ecuadorian sauces are made with this. It's I don't know how much nutrition is in there, but certainly for the color, it adds a lot to your baking, and you can eat it. It's
Right.
BIXA, the Bixa uh,
BIXA.
plant, and it's a
Okay.
shrub. It's a massive shrub that grows really
Oh, wow.
quite tall. Yeah, so just unbelievable there. I've never seen that before. But and those are little seeds that you can eat, but they mostly just use it for the coloring.
Yeah.
And that's the snake. We found it dead. The guide
Holy
saw it.
moly.
It looked like it had been. in a fight with a bird of some kind. And so I don't know what kind of snake it is, but it died.
Oh dear. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
You're
I'm
right,
sure
Mr.
big,
MHS.
huge.
To see a tapir in the wild is amazing. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Indeed. Amazon jungle polar bears. You sneaky, says Snorty. Well, I believe it. I will take your word
Sneaky
for it.
cousins.
Yeah, I will take your word for it. Oh, can you see that? That's a tarantula.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in the banana
Oh
leaf.
my
Right on a
gosh.
banana plant.
Yeah. Not a huge spider fan. Ah,
Yeah. Yeah,
not
that's
even
right.
tarantulas,
Yeah, that
even
was
though
a.
they're big.
Oh yeah, I'd love
That's
to
cool
go
though to
back to
see it.
Cuba. Love to go back to Cuba, Rod. Yeah, it's tarantulas, but you know what? If you don't piss them off, there's
They
a
won't
good
do
bush rabbit.
anything. Yeah.
No, I just stayed back. I stayed within 2 feet of him, and he didn't
Hmm.
bother me, and I didn't bother him, and everything
Was
seemed
that a
okay.
brown recluse? Or
Uh,
was that a
I don't.
tarantula?
This one there is a tarantula. That one, it kind of looks like a tarantula, but I'm not a spider expert. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But it was big enough that I stayed away from it. I'll tell you that much, Mary.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, Rod,
My-
I'd love to go to Cuba with you, buddy. We'd have a great time. My Spanish isn't great, but I'm sure between the two of us, we could work something out.
I'm
And
alright with my
Snorty,
Spanish, so welcome.
Theodore Roosevelt nearly died exploring the Amazon in Brazil in 1913. He never fully recovered from it and eventually died in 1919. I believe it,
Oh,
Snortopubis. That's why I stayed away from the
wow.
spiders myself. Even went to a Cuban
Yeah.
baseball game. That's like off tourism way. It is, Rod, and I got a Cuban baseball glove that was hand stitched, and you can tell.
Oh, wow.
Love it. So, can you see this little frog hiding in here? There's a little frog
Let
head
me
sticking out.
see. Yes, I can.
That's the head of a frog, and
On the
he was
left
just
a little bit, huh?
he was just hanging out, little tiny frog.
Yep.
I didn't touch
Oh,
him, so I don't know
cool.
if he's poisonous or not.
Yeah. Usually
Indeed.
the ones with the bright colors are the ones that are
You stay away from those
poisonous.
guys. Well,
Yeah.
this is called a tractor millipede. And because it looks like a
Oh,
tractor
wow.
tire, like a tractor tread.
Oh, yeah, it sure does.
So the tractor
Oh,
millipede,
well.
and they're all over. They're all over Ecuador there.
Oh my gosh, that is
I
so
thought
cool.
pineapples grew on Canadian pizzas. That is where they end up. Yeah, I know. Neither did I, Rod. I
Yeah.
was surprised. And Mr. MH says, is ayahuasca a popular thing in Ecuador for people who want to utilize it, or is it more prominent in other South American nations? I didn't see it there. I suspect it's more prominent in other South American nations. I did not see it in Ecuador. Peru, I heard of it, but never came across it. Ooh, love both of those. New South
Oh,
Wales or
wow.
Victoria, too. I got friends in Melbourne. Both Central and South America have a large African population. Many were taken there as slaves, others were escaped slaves from the southern U.S. states. I'll take your word for that. There was a large influence in Costa Rica,
Mm.
especially in Costa Rica, Susan Dolan. Yeah, I saw that. And yes, Andrew Young husband is Canadian. I think his wife is Latina. Yeah, he's a famous, semi-famous Canadian presenter who's just really good doing travel shows. So yeah, this tractor tire millipede. I didn't let it go on my hands, but the other people didn't seem to have a problem with it. And
Yeah,
there he is.
I wouldn't want to hold it. It's okay. I'm just not a bug person. Bug or spiders.
There you go. Can you see
But
that?
some of them are way cool. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh
Wrong
my
way.
gosh, there's a little
I
froggy.
messed up. Yeah, I messed up. Oops. Sorry, folks. We'll get this sorted. I went all the way back to the
Oh,
start. That's all right. We'll go find it again. But yeah, that was the tractor tire millipede, and that
That
was
is very cool.
it'd be nice if I could figure out how to go through this without going all through them again. But I'm just learning this. This is only the second slideshow I've done here, folks. So it does not mean I know what I'm
No,
doing.
you're doing great.
But for those of you just joining us, this is a recap through Chimborazo, the biggest volcanic mountain, the biggest mountain in all of Ecuador, and all the various foods, and the Mama Negra festival celebrating Mama Negra,
Yep.
who apparently stopped Cotopaxi eruption in the
Mhm.
1400s. Just they love to celebrate. They love to celebrate.
I
Love
love
those.
that.
Love the Ecuadorian people.
Yeah.
Huge celebrations.
I just love that they've
Sorry,
all stuck to their roots, you know.
I wish I could just go right back to that photo, but I lost it, so I've got to go through them all, folks. That's all right. We'll just do a quick recap of the Mama Negra festival.
It's too cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the food in Ecuador. It was quite good.
I like all the avocado they put in the soups and stuff.
It was really good, and avocado is not cheap, so apparently it is there. Oh well, we should
No,
do the
it's
tape here
not.
one more time. All right, let's watch the tape here one more time, folks.
So they have those noses, and I always thought they were more like an anteater, but they're not. They're totally herbivores. So
Yeah, there you go. And this is in the Amazon River in Nathan's Jungle Lodge. And there we go. We're just getting back to the jungle scenes now. We're just about done,
yep.
folks. I've only got a few more here. And this is, I had a great video of her cooking that manioc, and I'll
Oh
try to
yeah.
find that later. Oh, is this it here? I think this is it here. Watch this. Here we go. And she's squeezing the liquid out of it. See?
Yes. Yes.
She's just squeezing the liquid out of it there. Let's go
Don't they
back.
take that liquid and turn it into alcohol from
No,
that?
this liquid is. I don't believe so. I believe this liquid is not good for human digestion.
Okay. So
So they
they're
got to get
getting
rid of
the
it.
they
They're
got to
getting
get
rid of
rid
it.
of it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. So again, there's that. Yeah, there you go. There's a pineapple.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and there he cut down that plant and then he scraped it up and he put the scrapings in a leaf and poured it up my nose, and it's very much like ginger. It definitely decongested everything there.
It's like
And
burning the heck
yeah,
out of
and this
your
is
nose.
the bixa berry, Bixa, used for coloring in
Uh-huh.
foods and soups and stews. There's a
Yep.
dead snake,
Oh
a
my
tarantula,
goodness.
and Mr.
Tarantula and a
MH
big
says
spider.
tarantula. He says apparently it tastes amazing, like soft shell crab.
When they're
I'd
deep
be worried
fried
those
and stuff.
spiders would jump at you. Me too. That's why I was standing back from it, Miskatonic Madman. That'd be awesome, Mary.
Yeah.
The Roosevelt River, Rio Roosevelt or Rio Teodoro, is a Brazilian river and a tributary of the Arapuana River. Arapuana, yes,
Theodoro.
I know those people. Yes, which other rivers that eventually flow from the Amazon? I've heard about that, and the Arapuna people, I believe. Yeah. Oh, hey, Sonia White. Hello and welcome. We're just looking at spiders of Ecuador. Not only spiders, we're doing other photos too. There's a little frog.
There's the frog.
And there is the tractor
There's
millipede. And let's see if I can do
tractor
this again
millipede.
without messing it up. The tractor tire millipede. And I can see why it looks like a millipede or like a tractor
Me,
tire.
me too. I can totally tell. Millipede. Oh gosh, those legs.
And do you
Okay,
see the
there's a little teeny tiny frog.
little
Yep.
tiny teeny frog on the leaf? Yeah, little tiny guy. Thought he was hilarious. So
Yep.
there I am, swinging like Tarzan, of course.
They have a
And
lot of
bananas.
red-eyed tree frogs there too.
Oh yes, lots of just animals all, and there's bananas, and bananas grow upside down, or plantains. I'm not sure which ones those are. But yeah,
Yeah.
they're growing upside down. They're pointing up. Didn't know that.
Yep. Yep.
And here's the view coming in from the capital city of Ecuador. Is called Quito,
Oh my goodness. Quito.
and
Yep.
Quito is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a town high up in the mountains. It's the capital city of Ecuador, and it was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just
I still
gorgeous.
remember my capitals down there.
Beautiful city. There's a church you can climb up and get a beautiful view of Quito.
Hmm.
And there's a statue. I believe that's a statue of the Virgin Mary high up on that hill in the way far background.
Oh wow.
And there she is there. I believe
There she is.
that's her. Hello,
Looks
Sonia
like
White.
an
Good to see you. Thank you for joining.
angel with a halo.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully you're better at swinging than George of the Jungle. Yes, I was pretty good. I gotta say, I did get a depth. It was harder than it looked like, those Snartopoopas, I'll tell you that much. And can you see that? Looks like the anteater tapir kind of animal.
Yes.
Instead of our gargoyle, that's a tapir coming off the
Tapir.
upper. Yeah,
Wow.
monkeys on the right, and it looks like anteaters or tapirs on the left, coming out as instead of
Wow.
gargoyles.
That's different.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I thought
That's
that was
cool. Yeah.
definitely pretty cool.
I like that.
And then okay. Oh, here's the equator. There's
Oh,
the left hand side is the
there's
north, and
the
the right
one.
hand side is the southern hemisphere. That is what the
Oh my
equator looks like.
goodness.
So here I am, straddling the 000 line of latitude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it's called Ecuador because the equator runs right through
right
it.
on the equator. So that's what the equator looks like,
Yep.
folks, or at least in this tourist town. And there we are, back to the start. So yeah,
I
folks,
enjoyed that very much.
Ecuador. Yeah, well, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here, Mary. So there's we can wrap it up here, and I'll just cycle back through some of the photos. But
Yeah,
gorgeous.
absolutely.
And did you know you can bring your passport to the equator, and they will actually stamp your passport, saying it's not a legal stamp or anything, but it's just very cool to have a stamp of the equator in your passport. I think you pay $5. Yeah. It's to make money. It's like $5 or something, and they put a stamp.
Yeah.
I can build a decent fire. Yes, indeed. Maybe I can't swing, but I can definitely build a decent fire. Thank you, Sonia White. They draw the yellow line all around the world. Yes, Snortopoopas, they did. And each country is responsible for their section of the line. So Ecuador bought the paint for this section. Yeah, so we've got a couple of I know there's a couple of videos in here, so I'm just going to go back through them and see if I can find those videos. And because it looks like a photo, and I'll have to just recognize it to be able to play it, but I think I can do that. But yeah, this is Quito.
Church is amazing.
Quito was a wonderful capital city, just gorgeous capital city. It is a big city. It's not dangerous, even though it is in South America. It's not any more dangerous than parts. Just don't be an idiot. It's like Vancouver, Toronto, or New York City. Don't go to the bad parts at night. But it is a gorgeous city. Flying into it, Mary, that was one of the most amazing landings when you're flying in through the mountains. You're in the Andes Mountains, and you're flying into Quito. And it was just, I'll remember that landing. It was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, because of our mountains and the Great Salt Lake, our planes have to circle around the Great Salt Lake to land. Yeah, so it's like you go right over it to even land. It's so weird. I've been places like Nassau, Bahamas, where their airport is like nothing. There's a teeny tiny turboprops that you take from Miami, which is like
Tarantula.
$99, to go to Nassau from Miami. So,
That's okay. That's about the price from Vancouver to Victoria over on Vancouver Island, which is
oh
gorgeous.
wow, cool. Yeah.
This is the Bixaberry I was talking about that you can color your food with. And I didn't think it had much of a flavor at all, Mary. It was just the seeds are in there. They're not really pleasant to eat. So you're just getting the color basically
Yeah.
out of that. The
Yeah.
Bixaberry. And yeah, that was pepperminty. I'll tell you, ginger pepperminty is what that was, right
Oh
up the
my
nose.
gosh.
I don't know why I let him put it up my nose, but I did. And yeah, you can tell.
Ginger is
Ooh,
very,
my
very
eyes
like
are watering.
spicy.
I
Yeah.
think it was a practical joke on the white guy, frankly.
You're probably right.
This was sunset, just gorgeous paddling out on the Amazon at sunset.
Oh my gosh.
And a
I
weird way to
like
eat
that
corn.
orange.
Yeah, they put it in a
Yeah.
machine and it spins around, and then you can actually stick a straw in it if you wanted to, or just see when the skin is that thin, you can squeeze it,
Yeah.
and it just all the juice goes
Yeah.
right in you.
Oh,
And
the
here,
juice. Yeah.
yeah, and he's cutting up some bamboo for us. Just living in the jungle, it was quite nice, and these were right in the middle of the Amazon jungle, right with the locals, eating delicious food, and
Yep.
right out in nature here. And the accommodation
Oh,
was
that's so
was
cool.
and the getting to interact with the tribes people out in the Amazon was amazing. And just
I think that
seeing
was, yeah.
how they prepare their food. It was
Yeah.
good.
Seeing how they live and just off of the land. So
Yep.
like that, I've seen them do this before, and then they just like get all the juice out of it, and then they turn it into um like I don't know
Like flour or bread. In this case, it was like
bread.
a
Yeah,
bread.
like a bread, yeah,
Yeah, and
but
we just got them
like
from
a
the
flat
ground.
bread.
We literally
Yep.
just pulled them up from the ground, and it kind of made like a pancakey bread. Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
And here's
Yep.
the jungle canopy again from that rainforest. Look, I can't believe they built that. Like that's 6 stories tall out of just wood.
I know.
It was actually quite sturdy, and it gave a great view. I wanted to swing from it. I think they should make like a flying fox, one of those rappelling type
Yeah.
cables. And
That's what
swimming
I
in the
was gonna say. They
Amazon,
should do a cable down.
they should. Yeah, well, this was a few years ago, so maybe now there is. But swimming in the Amazon, knowing that anacondas went underneath of you, and swimming with the pink dolphins
Yeah.
was fun, although they didn't really come close to us at all. But yeah, just being in the jungle with the locals was amazing. Mango trees, you can just pick mangoes right like these kids.
Oh
Imagine
my
just picking
goodness.
fresh mangoes in your backyard,
Oh,
and little
I would
turtles
love
there.
it.
Lots of
Yes,
life in the
all the
Amazon
little
River.
turtles. I know.
Lots of life everywhere there. Piranhas, yeah.
Yep.
I wasn't bleeding, but you can see the teeth on that one. Like there's teeth there. They're little tight needles, and you
You're
get a.
right. Yeah.
And let's just watch this one guy one more time. This is a tapir. It's very unusual to see it in the woods,
It's
or in the woods
so weird to see it in the wild. Yeah.
in the wild. Yeah.
Like I've never
And
seen a tapir in the wild ever.
no, we were the guide said it was very unusual. And see, the accommodation in the jungle was quite comfy. Like I said,
That's not
bug
bad at
netting.
all.
No, we had bug
Yeah.
netting. We had all kinds there. Like that's
Yeah. You
comfy.
don't want.
And you're up off the
And,
ground, so it stays
yep.
cooler because it's elevated. You get breeze
Yep.
blowing underneath you, and it keeps you away
You
from the
know.
spiders and the snakes.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You don't have
Yeah,
to deal with
yeah,
all the spiders and snakes on the
yeah.
ground.
And there was
Keep all
only
the
eight.
mosquitoes away.
Yeah, there was only 8 cabins there, or 6 cabins, so it wasn't really crowded. There was only a few of us, so it was great. You know.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, Nathan's Jungle Lodge in Ecuador. It was absolutely fantastic. Right on the Amazon. Yeah. So there's
Wow,
some
that
of the
is way cool.
again some of the delicious soups and foods and guinea pig on a
Mhm.
stick. That wasn't that wasn't so bad at all. Lots of bones though. But the towns are
Yeah.
really they're quite pretty, and the hillsides. The hills were a pain in the ass to walk up and down, frankly,
Oh,
in
I'm
Ecuador.
sure.
But just the
Yeah.
food was amazing, and I just enjoyed it. And the fried plantains there with the shrimp, that was a unique combination. Fried plantains and shrimp. Who knew? But it was
Wow.
delicious.
That's very good. Yeah. Absolutely. I think that shrimp would go good with
Yep.
plantains.
And the chicken and the sliced plantain on the side there for breakfast. It was all good.
Yeah. I like that picture.
Documentary filmmakers would kill for footage of a tapir. They usually would have to stake out the rainforest just to be able to film one for a short time. It's so awesome you actually filmed it and saw it. I know you're absolutely right, Mr. MH. The guide there was telling us how lucky it was to see one, and I just happened to have the camera
That,
ready at the right
yep.
time. So, and there we are enjoying
That's
some
so, so rare.
plastic wrapped coconut. Delicious food though. I can't help when I travel. I can't help but take photos of the food. And this is
I
the
know.
climax
The same with me.
to the Mama Negra festival. They celebrate with fireworks.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah. Well,
That one
she
just
saved.
cracks me up, though.
Yeah, she
It's
saved the
like,
village from the volcano. So that's why they celebrate Mama
yeah,
Negra every year with
that's
colorful
very cool.
costumes.
Yeah. If I want to go dive down there somewhere.
Ooh, yes,
I
absolutely.
think it's in Central America, but my brother-in-law went to Bimini. Where is that? No, maybe it's not Central America. I'm not sure where Bimini is. But he got bit by a brown recluse while he was there. Oh my goodness.
Now, I wanted to go diving when I was out in the Galapagos Islands, but it was too
Yeah,
close to the time where I was going to fly. So you don't want to go scuba diving while
yeah,
flying in an
you
airplane.
don't.
That
Nope.
will give you the bends real quick.
It will. It will. Totally.
Yeah, this was
You have
really
to come
heavy.
up.
And just imagine marching band music, because that's what's playing right now is marching band music.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
typical.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I knew there was a couple of videos I had in here.
That's great. I love it.
Rod Thunderheart says plantains are crispy, delicious, a lot like French fries. Indeed,
Yes, they
indeed,
certainly are.
I like them. Okay, so we'll go back through those. Yeah, well, I really appreciate you being here, Mary. We've been just over an hour and 15 minutes, and I think we got a good taste of what Ecuador might be like if you go and see. I've got tons
Yeah.
more photos, but these were the highlights. The Mama Negra
Right.
Festival, I didn't plan on it. I just sort of fluked out and just happened to be at the right place at the right time. But I highly recommend the Mama Negra Festival. They were handing out liquor to everyone in the crowd along the streets like it was going out of style. It was a silly, crazy day fueled by dancing, colorful costumes, and it was homemade alcohol too. Like it was not from the store. Like these guys made it homemade, you could tell, and just handing it out. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Yep.
Epicureans rule the world, says Sonia White. I would agree with that. Is a true statement. Mary Ashmead, Andrew Youngblood says, "Don't drive here." Yes, he was. He did. Have you have in America? We have a show called Canada's Worst Drivers, and he was the host for that
Uh-huh.
show. And there's some really
Okay.
bad drivers up here.
Yeah,
Leave
we
up the
always
video,
say
Mary.
that
It's on
about him.
YouTube. Excellent. So yeah, thanks a
I
lot.
will,
I
for
really
sure.
appreciate you being here, Mary.
Of
And
course.
we'll
Anytime.
just just have a look at some of these last photos of Ecuador and the Mama Negra festival.
I
But the
would
Amazon
love to.
River was exactly what I thought it would be like. And the volcano up in the highlands of Ecuador was a little colder than I thought, but it was well worth it.
Yeah,
It was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous.
yeah. Were you guys cold down in the valley part, or just
No,
up the mountain?
no, in the mountains, in the mountains. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was cold in the mountains. I wish I knew what
yeah.
this guy was doing. I really would like to know the story of his shoe. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but he looked like he was
Well,
having a good time, and I think he
I
was
never noticed.
well. Yeah, he was partaking in the beverages that were being handed around, and the kids were
Hmm.
getting right in on it too. It was that's it. It's a family friendly culture there. Very family friendly.
Exactly. They're very family oriented. In fact, a lot of generations live together,
Mm-hmm.
including like grandmother, grandfather,
Yep.
and you know, children and grandchildren. They all just live together. So I think that's really cool to keep it
See you later,
like that.
Snortopooper.
I
And
snort a
and I think
purpose.
we could, it wasn't that long ago that Canada and America had families like that, where the grandmother did live
Right,
with the families.
right, absolutely.
Thanks for being here,
Mhm.
Snortopoopas. Susan Dolan, yes, frijoles. Yes, there was lots of rice and beans and
Frijoles.
frijoles. There we go. So we're gonna close that down. And I just want to thank everyone for being here with us. And Mary, thanks so much for looking at some of these and co-hosting with me.
Of course. Thank you, Canadian Spider-Man. I really appreciate it having
Yeah,
me
and
on, and
I'm
a
glad to
lot
see
of
you around the
my
internet
friends
more.
showed up. Yeah, me too. And today when I was talking to my doctor, I was like, I'm able to get around more as long as I stay on top of those shots. But since
Yeah.
last year I got the blood clots and everything, I wasn't able to do it. So I feel a lot better this year and just gonna stay on top of it and I'll be around.
Oh, that is.
So I'm really, really happy and excited.
Well, we're happy
So
to have you back in regularly with Doomcock. So you can find
yeah,
Mary and I obviously over with Overlord DVD on Wednesdays, pop culture breakdowns, and also Friday for Friday Night Frolics. You'll often
yep,
find us both there in the chat. And one day we
yep.
might get up there with him to go to be part of the show, but who knows? But right now you'll find us in the
I know, I
chat.
know.
And
Who
thanks
knows?
for being here. I
Of
love
course,
travel.
anytime.
That's why
I love
I
travel
own a
too.
house. I've spent all my money on travel, but
I
yeah,
know,
I can
so have
talk about it
I.
endlessly. And Rod, I would, you know what, Rod, I'll put together some pictures of Cuba, and if you've got some pictures of Cuba, put them together, and maybe we can do a slideshow together of Cuba, Rod. I'd love to do that. We'll do
That'd be
communist
so
countries of
cool.
the world. We'll start with Cuba, and then we'll go to China. I've got some photos there, and then I've got some photos of Vietnam and Laos, and then we can finish with the last
Wow.
communist country. We'll do Canada to finish off.
Very, very cool. I would love to be here for those.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks so much, Mary. And is there anything you want to promote
Sure.
other than being on there with Doomcock? What do you have going on?
I've got I moderate for um Raymond Feliciano, and I'm there usually on a Saturday afternoon. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Friday nights I do uh Friday night frolics with Doom Clock, and then I do pop culture breakdown on Wednesdays. I go to Tony Stark's as I'm able to go. I do as much as I can. So, I just have a
Yeah.
really busy schedule. So, but if we can figure it out like we did this time, where we just like talk about it beforehand. And
Yeah,
I would love to be a part of it again. That'd be great.
no, absolutely. I love doing these. Yeah, and they're somewhat structured. I organize the photos in a way beforehand that makes sense, and I'd love to do this
Yeah,
again. And Rod, oh man, I'd love to do a joint Cuba stream. Let's do it. Let's do it,
that would be
Rod.
so
That sounds
cool.
perfect. Yeah. All right. Well,
Gonna
thank you
come
so
on so
much.
I can comment.
Oh, are
Just
you
joking.
kidding? Absolutely, absolutely, Mary. You're welcome
I'd
on
love to see it.
anytime.
Thank
You
you.
get a standing invitation. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
thank
you're
you so
awesome.
much for
Thank you.
being here, everyone. Thanks for joining Mary and I. And I we'll see them, I guess, Wednesday. I'll be there for Wednesday.
Yeah. So will I. Yay. Excited for that too. So
That's
yeah,
probably a wise move.
yeah. And hopefully I feel a little bit better by then. This morning I was like, I can't even move.
Well,
And
I'm glad.
yeah,
I'm
they
glad
told
you
me
were
you
able to
should
make
have.
it.
Yeah, they told me you should have stayed home and we could have just done it over the internet if you wanted. I'm
No,
like,
no, that's
oh,
sure.
that's nice to know. I just thought I had to be here.
No. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it here. And yeah,
Me
thanks
too.
for being here, everyone. And Mary and I will sign off, and we'll do another one of these real soon. And definitely Rod and I will do a Cuba one, and I'll let you know ahead of time, Mary.
Yeah, awesome. That would be wonderful.
Okay, thanks everyone, and we will see you later. Take care.
Mm, over here.
I hit the wrong
You
button, Mary.
still?
I'm here.
I'm
There, no,
like, are you still here?
I myself out, and then it'll be fine, folks. I need that drink here.